Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be giving you an introduction to prototyping. First and foremost, what are prototypes? Well, simply put, they are a simple experimental model of approved solutions. They also help to test and validate ideas and assumptions quickly and cheaply, especially during early stages of testing. And prototypes are used for iterations, changes, or pivots that shape the project into a final product or service, especially after the testing stages. Prototypes are quick and rough in the early stages, or fully formed and detailed in pilot trials and towards the end of projects. Prototyping brings conceptual and theoretical ideas to life by exploring real-world impacts before production and execution. So now, what are the purposes of prototypes? Well, first and foremost, it's to explore all problems, ideas, and opportunities within a specific focus and testing impacts of changes. Next, you can also say that it creates a better understanding of dynamics of problems, products, or systems by physically engaging and finding what makes them work or fail. It's the way this prototyping is intended to engage with targeted consumers in ways that reveal deeper insights and experiences, especially through questions of how, why, and what. Lastly, prototypes sell new ideas, motivate buy-ins from executive leaderships or stakeholders, and it also inspire markets towards new trends in thinking and doing. And more specifically, the gap between thinking and feeling, which is understanding. So now that we've discussed the purposes of prototypes, what do you prototype? Well, first, you can break down the user experience into the beginning, middle, and end. You can create an experience through journey maps with touch points, pain and gain points, as well as opportunity and barriers included within the journey map. You can determine what you learn with at least 3 problem statements, statements of what is known, and statements of what is not known. You can also create an order of operation, which means to identify questions that are the most important to answer first and what prototype will help solve it, through a matrice. So how can I actually prototype? Well, the first and simplest way is to create a 3D and real-life representation of the final product or output. You can use digital tools or different 2D representations of materials. You can create tangibility. You can also act out the experience, map out different structures of networks, journeys, and processes, find future ideas and report them, and find ideal appeals through advertisements. So just as a general summary or an overview of prototyping, in 6 different stages or ideas, you 1. Generate ideas, 2. Select ideas, 3. Determine prototypes, 4. Make prototypes, 5. Test and get feedback, and 6. Integrate feedback and iterate. Speaking of testing, it's also really in a 6-step process to remember as well. First, you really want to describe the context of the idea. Then you want to define what you're testing, the specific feedback questions you're looking for in particular. This will help you to focus your efforts. And you want to define feedback activities or demographics that you're going to be using. And then remember to introduce all different prototypes as work in progress, or WIP. You also want to stay neutral in opinions, adapt to questions on the fly, and talk to people on at least 3 different occasions. As always, thank you so much for listening, and please check out our website for more information on prototyping as well as the 1-page summary in our Institutional Innovation Guide.